we'll start off with the team that may not be so good this season. One of Chris's guys is on this team. That is the Washington Commanders with an over-under win total, 6.5 wins. What do we got?
Smashing the over. Smashing it.
Smashing the over.
6.5 is very low. I'm going over.
I'm taking the over.
I'm taking the under.
I think I could see them winning 7-8 games this season. But I could also see them winning
could see
3.
that. I could see them winning 7-8. I could see them winning 4.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because this roster is so talented, and like it's tough because I always do side on, and everyone does, but you side on you side with talent. Like you do. And they have one of the best defenses in the NFL. They will. They have one of the best pass rushes in the NFL. They have amazing weapons because I think Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson are going to, if Sam Howell was really good this season or even just average, prove that they are one of the best wide receiver duos in the entire league. I think they're that good. But it's just, you're in a tough division. You have an unproven quarterback. And I'm just going to go with the fact that Howell might not be as good as Chris is going to talk him up to be. So I don't know. It's tough. I think they win 6 games, maybe 7. But I'm just going to side with the under here. So
I think it's such an easy over. The team won 8 games last year with Taylor Heineke and Carson Wentz as their quarterback. They got better. They just drafted Emmanuel Forbes to be their cornerback, who I think is going to be elite for them. Getting Chase Young back healthy is only going to help this team. This team has one of the best pass rushes in the NFL. Like you said, they have weapons. They have a good O-line. It's the easiest over ever. Even if Sam Howell sucks, they'll fucking win 6.5 games.
Yeah, probably.
I was smashing that shit.
I just do it because
It's
I
the
don't like the
easiest-
team.
It's the easiest over.
I've been finishing 10-7.
Yeah.
Wow.
So do I.
I could see it. That's the problem. I think this roster's so fucking talented. I just don't want to take. I'm not taking the over because I'm a Giant fan.
I want to talk more about Sam Howell, but I gotta save it for.
Yeah, fair. I'm taking the under simply because I'm a Giant fan and I want to hate this team and I want them to not do well.
They're
So-
better than the Giants.
Because
They're not better than the Giants.
They are.
They're not.
I'm
They
gonna say
are.
this, and it might,
Sam
cause some
Howell is
hate.
better than Daniel Jones.
That's not what I'm gonna say.
No, he's fucking not.
I think it's closer than you think it is.
Oh my god.
I don't think Daniel Jones is all that great.
Sam
Daniel-
Howell will have more passing touchdowns than Daniel Jones. 50 beats.
Yo, Daniel Jones.
Put it on the
was
board.
Not
I'll put
a-
100.
I don't know who you
You guys are
think.
shook on 50.
I don't know who you think Daniel Jones is. He did not have an amazing season last year.
No, Danny had a good season last year. He had a good
Just
season.
good.
Yeah,
Just good and
No,
only good.
No. He had a great season given the circumstances.
Dude,
Give
what?
him the Name one fucking weapon on the team last year, Dean.
But that's what. Okay, the Giants' season last season was very fluky. Very fluky.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but they added pieces to make sure that it is not a
and they
fluke
ended up
again.
they ended up beating a Vikings team that was better than them.
They weren't better. They were also
The
a
Vikings
fluke.
were a better
They
team.
were a fluke. The Vikings were also
The Vikings
a
were a
fucking
better
fluke.
team than
They
the
were
Giants.
a fucking 13-4 with a negative point differential. The Vikings were a fluke.
They're better than the Giants last
I
year.
just think the Commanders are just better than the Giants.
I agree.
I think
just
their defense
don't
is
agree.
significantly better.
I'm so fucking excited for this season because I genuinely think this is the year where everyone is just entirely sleeping on the Giants and they're going to be
I feel like that
really
was last
fucking good.
year.
That was last
Yeah,
year.
but last year we
now
didn't have
Everyone
much
was
talent.
sleeping on them, and
Last
they were really
year,
good.
We
But now
didn't
everyone
have
else is sleeping.
much talent. We didn't have much
The
talent.
come up.
Everyone is still sleeping on this fucking team.
Because they suck.
How much, bro? Okay, you got
I
Darren
guess
Waller.
we're going to the fucking
We're going to the
Giants, now.
next.
I guess we're going to the Giants now.
Got it.
I didn't even check their fucking over-under win
Let's
total.
I just think the Commanders are just better. They just have a significantly better defense. I'll take their weapons over them. The Giants probably have the edge in the O-line, but I really do believe. Right. Do you know what I know about
Exactly.
that? Right. And I really do believe that Sam fucking Howell is a better quarterback than Dan Dimes.
Okay. So, all right. So we'll start with
That's
this.
just Dan.
We'll start with this. Over-under win total is 7.5 games for the New York Giants.
7.5.
I'm picking the over.
I'm
Over.
taking the under.
I'm taking over because I have them at 8 and 9.
Over.
I have the Giants at 10-7 this season. And I'm not saying like they're going to be one of the best teams in the fucking NFL. I think they finish in third place in this division. But I think by season's end, this will be a team that is hitting their stride and is capable of beating anyone in the playoffs. With all of that being said,
Anyone?
Weren't you just telling me you thought they were better than the Cowboys?
I was joking. They're not better than the Cowboys. Can they beat the Cowboys? Yes. Do I think they get a game off the Cowboys this year? Yes. Do I think they get a game off the Eagles this year? I also say yes. I could see this team finishing 11-6. I won't say it, but I think they will win 12-5, potentially win 12
So
games.
what is your record prediction, bro? You said
10-7.
10, you said 11, and
I'm
you just
saying
said 12.
They will be
Say
10-7,
12, bro.
But
Stand
he
on
can-
your
no,
shit, bro.
Own
No.
it. If you believe it's
Yo,
gonna happen,
yo.
own
Do
it.
it.
No, I'm not.
Yo,
Come
I'll
on.
bet you that they won't win 12 games.
No, I'm not betting that. I say they're going to be 10-7, but I could see them potentially winning 11 or 12. The lowest I see is 9.
Wait,
if anyone
Can we
thinks,
backtrack for a sec? I'm sorry. Let's just go back for a sec. On the Commanders, we didn't even mention that they fucking got Eric Bieniemy as their
they
offensive
did.
coordinator,
which is huge.
huge. The architect
Okay,
for Patrick Mahomes. Sam
That's-
Howell is the
yeah,
next.
I
Pat
think
Mahomes.
that's awesome. I think Sam Howell is going to be an average quarterback.
Sorry, I
this
just
season.
had to mention that.
No, it's fine. I think
that
the
is
Commanders
really
are a good
important.
team. I think this will be the best division in football. I have no doubts about that. I think this will be the best division in football. It's just, I think that the Giants are so much better than people are giving them credit for. And I think they've made so many improvements this offseason that have allowed for them to. Another underrated aspect is Daniel Jones has never played in the same offensive system 2 seasons in a row. Never. He's never had a good offensive coordinator. He has never had a good head coach. Now you have Brian Dable, you have Mike Kafka, and then your defensive coordinator. If we want to talk about guys that have made great defenses in the past, it's Wink Martindale. You have arguably the best coaching staff in the NFL. Like,
My boy got Wink.
his name is Wink. Yeah, it's fucking
Wink
It's great. But guess what? He'll fucking blitz the shit out of you. We're gonna win a bunch of games.
with one
We're
eye.
gonna be great. It's his name is.
He always keeps one eye
I think
open.
his actual name is Don, but everyone just calls him Wink.
His
I
real
don't know
name's
where
Blink.
it came from, but like regardless, you draft Deontay Banks. You have Trey Hawkins, who apparently has looked incredible in camp, 6th round rookie. You signed Bobby Okereke. You have arguably the best duo on the defensive line in the entire league. Don't even question that. Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence are arguably
Leonard
the
Williams
best defensive.
is right near washed.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Leonard Williams is not as good as he once was.
Bro, he's played his best seasons on the Giants. Sorry that he
understand.
wasn't good for your Jets, but like he's been great for us.
Not what I'm saying. I understand
Um,
he was good with the Giants.
But anyways,
I take the
that duo.
Commanders D line. over the
Kayvon Thibodeau,
Giants
Aziz
D-line.
Ojolari, if they stay healthy, they're elite. They will be elite. Guaranteed. I promise you that.
Calling Kayvon elite.
Kayvon is
Elite.
great. Kayvon was amazing in his rookie season. He was the best rookie pass rusher last season.
He
By
was.
far. By far. He was better than Aiden. I'm sorry. He was better than Aiden. Some people aren't ready to hear that. He was better than Aiden Hutchinson.
But the Commanders have a better D
I
line.
just feel like
yeah, probably.
I just feel like most of the things you're saying are not objective and it's a lot of bias.
No, but it's not because Bobby Okereke is a great linebacker, right? We needed a linebacker. He's a great linebacker. He's a damn good linebacker. You drafted Deontay Banks to a secondary that needed it. You drafted Trey Hawkins to a secondary that needed it. Look, I'm not relying on a 6th round rookie, but he's been incredible in camp. From
the
everything
Commanders'
I've heard.
secondary is probably better too.
I don't agree with that. Don't agree with
I
that
don't know.
statement.
Cam Curl's pretty good.
Cam Curl's good. Yeah,
Really good.
he's good. He's good. And
good.
so is Derek
good.
Forrest. They're solid. They're solid. But they're not Xavier McKinney. They're not. Point blank period. Xavier McKinney is elite.
Yeah,
will
but
be.
the
They're all
Commanders'
different people.
corners clear. Forbes and Fuller.
Adoree Jackson, I'd argue, is better than both of them.
Okay.
He is.
Yeah, but Emmanuel Forbes
And then
clears
Deontay
Banks.
Bro, stop.
Emmanuel Forbes clears him.
Stop.
Clears him.
Stop.
The
Just
7th
stop.
highest graded
Just
corner in
stop,
all of college
bro.
football
Just
last
stop, bro.
season,
I don't wanna
according to
hear-
PFF.
I don't want to hear that
6
right now. That's-
interceptions,
no.
6th in the fucking
I don't
country.
give a shit.
The
He's like
entire
150
country.
pounds, bro. He's going to get bodied.
He's long, and he
gonna-
has amazing ball skills.
He's going to get bodied. He's going to get bodied.
He's
He's
amazing.
150
Just
pounds.
like me for real.
He's 150 pounds, bro. I don't want to hear none
He's
of that.
amazing
skills.
ball
But
skills.
Anyways, then you talk
Balls.
about the biggest question mark on the Giants. What was it? Weapons, right? Weapons. We trade for Darren Waller. We trade for Darren Waller, who, by the way, will be one of the best tight ends in the NFL this season because he's going to stay healthy and he's him.
The third
That's
best.
simple.
The third best.
Yeah,
I
but I'm
agree,
not
actually.
being biased.
No, but regardless, then obviously you signed Paris Campbell, which I think personally is a good move. Is a good move coming off a season where he actually
it's a
stayed
good move,
healthy.
bro. But you can't talk up Paris Campbell.
I'm going to talk up Paris Campbell because he's going to have a good season.
bro.
There's definitely bias.
There's 1,000%.
There's
bias.
1,000,000%
There's definitely
bias.
bias.
The last
You've
episode
never
you said Darren
mentioned
Waller's
Paris
going to be
Campbell
tied at
ever
1.
on this podcast.
Never.
It's the first time he's ever been said.
Darren Waller,
No,
Paris Campbell.
Where do you have Paris Campbell ranked on your fantasy wide receiver rankings?
He's not even on there.
Top 120?
Like 60.
Top 120?
Like 60.
Good thing we did 30.
Regardless, I think Isaiah Hodgins, with a full offseason with this team, will be a
like
good wide
Hodgins.
receiver.
I was like
I think
Jalen
he'll be
Hyatt.
good. I like Jalen Hyatt a lot. You added a lot of speed to the offense that didn't have speed. Darius Slayton, again, I think he'll be a solid receiver for us. It's more than we had last year.
No.
And we went 9-7-1. Like,
They
it's
played
more than that.
one of the
They were-
easiest schedules
they
in
were-
all of football.
it was a
last year, this
fluke.
year.
And then
Yes.
they'll play a better schedule with a far better team and a coaching staff that brings the most out of all of these players. That's an underrated aspect
Wink.
of this. That's an underrated aspect of this.
It
They
is.
bring out the most in every player. And another thing, Daniel Jones is going to jump into top 12 quarterback, if not top 10 quarterback territory this season. Watch it happen.
I don't see it.
Watch
It
it
was a
happen.
fluke last year.
Watch it
really
happen.
was.
Give me the rundown of his stats. What do you think? What do you predict?
What do I predict
What do you
Danny's going to
predict?
have?
Yeah.
All right. 4,000 passing yards,
Oh my god.
Okay.
which is not
Continue.
insane.
Oh my gosh.
Guys,
How much did he have last
guys,
season?
let him list.
32.
3,500. Some,
Yeah,
not even
32, 33. 32, 33, I think.
Okay.
27 passing touchdowns,
Okay.
What do you have? 15 last year.
15 and,
the guy we're talking about.
Yeah.
3,200 yards and
And-
15 passing touchdowns.
and 10 interceptions.
And
Xbox, record that. That was crazy.
There it is.
Xbox.
4,027 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
This man's gonna double his
400
stats.
Yes, he will.
All
He
because of
fucking
Paris
will.
Campbell.
No, it's Darren Waller,
I
guys.
can't wait because you guys can laugh all you
Can't
fucking
wait.
want at
I
my
can't
Giants, and then they're gonna fucking prove everybody
And
wrong.
then they're gonna come in last.
They're gonna prove everybody wrong. Everybody.
No,
Can't wait.
On a serious note, I do see them coming in last.
Okay.
I just think I really do think Daniel Jones last season, it was a big old fluke. I think, his passing numbers might go up because
did
he
he
does have
have?
more weapons.
Like, what?
No, I'm saying his passing numbers are going to go up because he has more
He
weapons.
had a bad offensive line, which is improved now.
Is
He
it?
had no weapons.
Is it
Yes, it's
improved?
definitely improved. Evan Neal is going to take a step in his second year. You expect that out of a 6th-round pick. I'm going to predict that the guy is going to take a step because that is just history. That's simple as that. It's just history.
Got no history.
Exactly. Like, you just
Gotta know it.
You expect these guys to take
History
steps.
major over here.
You expect Kayvon.
I just
you expect
think
Evan Neal to take
Teams
steps.
are going to game plan for the Giants' rushing attack, which was so
Which is
prolific
perfect.
last year because of how electric Dan Dimes was running the ball. What do you have, like 800 rushing
Yeah, but
yards,
he's going to
something
take a
like that?
step back in the rushing category,
Right.
which is what we want.
So, right. And then he's going to have to pass more. And I don't think he's good enough. He does have more weapons now. So, the numbers will take a jump forward, but he's not good enough as a passer.
Jalen Hyatt's going to score a touchdown on like the 3rd play of the season. I can't wait.
That could
Okay.
I
happen.
bet you that he won't.
Yeah.
that
50
could
bucks.
happen.
That
but,
has
like,
nothing to do
that
with
has
anything.
nothing to do with
He's
what
going
I'm
to
talking
show
about.
off the fucking arm this year. Danny is him. It's that simple. Danny is him. He will enter himself into arguably
I'll put
top
another
10
50 on the
category.
Commanders having a better record than
I'll put another 50 on that.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice. Wow. Damn, I really spent $150 on this podcast.
It also all depends. If injuries fucking happen to either of these teams, all bets are off.
No,
If Sam Howell gets hurt,
bro, a bet's a bet.
Injuries happen in football, bro.
All
On
right, fair,
FanDuel,
fair,
if you
fair.
fucking
No,
make
no,
a
that's
bet,
fine.
do they fucking
no,
give
it's
you
fine.
your money
yeah,
back?
yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right.
All right.
So I made that bet. What was the one that I did?
Sam Howell and Danny Dimes.
Sam and
passing
Danny
touchdown.
passing touchdowns. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm down for that. 100%.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
100p.
I think
So wait, what's your stats looking for Paris Campbell on the season?
I'll give you
I'm-
my Sam Howell stat prediction.
Paris Campbell predictions. like
Yeah, it's probably like 1,500 yards.
60, 65 catches, like 750 yards and 5 or 6 touchdowns,
It's a game
which is
changer.
better than we had last season. Like again,
That is
Paris
actually
Campbell.
a game changer for the Giants.
Like what?
That's sad.
for the lowly
That's
Giants.
sad.
They're not such giants. We don't look.
That's the smallest giant I've ever seen, bro.
Darren Waller's a fucking giant. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys with an over/under win total of 9.5 wins. I'm taking the over.
I'm taking the.
Hammering
Oh yeah,
over.
that's. I might put a bet on that now. Yeah, no, I
What's
saw.
the
I saw
over under on the Cowboys?
9.5.
That's the easiest over of my life.
I'm actually going to
taking
put
over.
money now
Yeah.
on them to get
Give
the
me over.
So, yeah, it's one of the 5 best rosters in the entire NFL. Arguably 3 best rosters in the entire NFL. Like, they're really fucking good. It sucks that we have 2 of the top 5 teams in the league in our division, but it's just how it shakes out sometimes. I think they win 12 games. I think they go 12-5. So here's the biggest thing. There's never been a back-to-back win. Well, there hasn't been a back-to-back winner of the NFC East since like 2003, since like the 2003 season. So I'm not going to say that they'll be better than the Eagles, but if history repeats itself, then the Cowboys will probably win the division this year. So
I have them finishing 11-6. I think you kind of know what you're going to get out of the Cowboys this year. They added Stephon Gilmore. They added Brandon Cooks.
might be the 2 best additions of the entire
nothing.
offseason, to be entirely honest.
I mean that only takes pressure off of CeeDee Lamb. Obviously it adds another dimension to their defense. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be real solid. The defense is probably going to be top 3.
Yeah.
You could probably solidify them as a top 3 defense.
Top 5, you could guarantee it.
Michael
yeah.
Parsons might win Defensive Player of the Year.
Marcus Lawrence is great. They added depth to their interior defensive line to stop the run, which is a huge move for them. Their linebacking core is solid enough. Leighton Vander Esch just needs to stay healthy. It's
9.5 is the easiest over of all time history. They were 12-5 last year. Dak missed time, and they just added Brandon Cooks and Stephon Gilmore for free.
I might hop on FanDuel and just put $1,000 on
I'm
that.
going
Do
to
it.
put a lot of money on a lot of these, to be honest. But
They're going to win the division.
my biggest question about the Cowboys is you got rid of Zeke and you want to run the football a bunch, which seems like because Mike McCarthy has said it on multiple occasions. Tony Pollard is not handling that kind of a workload.
No, but you know who is?
Don't say.
Deuce
Oh my
Vaughn, the next Darren Sproles. He's been elected. Did you
when
see
did
that?
Darren Sproles handle a bunch of carries?
He didn't. But he's going to help Tony Pollard handle the carry. He's not going to handle a bunch of carries, but he's going to help.
They're going to
Tony Pollard.
re-sign Zeke.
Deuce
They'll get him
Vaughn
back.
has been electric.
Zeke
in
is coming
training
back.
camp.
Zeke is
Electrifying.
coming back. Stop. Deuce Vaughn ain't doing that shit.
Win 10 plus.
Zeke's coming back to the Cowboys.
Zeke will be back on the Cowboys, I assume. They're one of the teams that still have interest in him. And it makes too much sense, bro. You're not giving Tony Pollard 250, 300 carries.
Zeke
they might-
feels like a
He's gonna
cowboy life.
have the
Not
most
built
yards in
for
the
it,
league.
bro. He's not built for it. He's just not built for it. I do think Tony Pollard's incredibly talented, but you have to save him. You can't give him 250, 300 carries. He's not built like a Derrick Henry. He's not built like a Saquon Barkley. Not built like Nick Chubb. Like, it's just not. No, it's not a smart idea.
Do you guys have questions about Dak?
No,
No,
I don't.
not
I
a
think-
single one.
I really think people are giving Dak way too much shit this offseason for how many turnovers he had last. I think he'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's
then-
going to be fun.
And then people see these fucking training camp videos where guys are throwing picks. Bro, coaches encourage you to do this. Like, that's what people don't understand. These coaches are like, yo,
Throw a pick.
throw a pick. Fuck it. Like, if you throw a pick, it's not that big of a deal because
It's
now
a
you know what you
practice.
can and can't do in a game. That's what you're supposed to
Yeah.
do in practice.
Right.
You can't throw
throw
picks
that
in
route and
games.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Throw that to see if you can fit that throw in there and see if you can maybe make that work against that coverage. And if you can't, fine. Now you know. Now you know what
Yeah.
works and doesn't work in that coverage.
That's been I feel like that's been a big problem throughout early training camp in the NFL. People are blowing everything out of proportion.
Everything out of
Everything.
proportion.
You see all these clips come out. I feel like I'm starting to feel like these NFL practices should be more private than they are. I mean, it just fills everybody's heads with the wrong information, and you just see things that people aren't even understanding what they're seeing. You know, you see interceptions, you see guys make,
Yeah.
blown coverages and stuff like that. Like, it's real. That's not really what's happening. They're working on things. They're getting specific work in that I'm sure coaches are more aware of than the fans watching
Yes.
at home.
That's the biggest thing, because what you see in training camp is just completely different, because they want you to make mistakes. Like, they're encouraging you to try this, try that, take a risk on this, because they want you to make that mistake so that come game time, oh, maybe I can do this. I have to take this angle to make this play or anything like that. So I just think, don't blow practices out of proportion. Don't blow videos that you see out of proportion. If Dak throws a bad pick, could have been a miscommunication, could have been him trying something that maybe he saw with the coverage, and now he knows he can't throw that with that coverage. So I think people are making a big deal out of that stuff with Dak. I think they're making a big deal out of the interceptions from last season, when just about half of them weren't even his fault, if we're being entirely honest. So I am a big Dak guy, and I hate to say that because I'm a Giant fan, but like, I think they're going to have a big season this year. I think he will have a big season this year. And this is just one of the best all-around rosters in the entire NFL. So
Dak Prescott has 10 straight wins against the Giants.
Yeah.
He hasn't lost a game against them since his rookie year. It's
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
what is
That's
that?
gonna end this year?
No.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, bro.
There's no way it doesn't.
the Giants are going undefeated.
We're due.
We almost beat them last year.
Bro, you think Paris Campbell could fucking? I mean, you
Bro,
think Stephon
he's a game
Gilmore
changer.
could guard Paris Campbell?
No, he cannot. There's no chance.
No.
How?
No
How?
one could guard Paris.
You can't guard Isaiah Hodgins. Come on. This is not happening.
Paris Campbell can't even guard Paris Campbell.
Nah, it'll be tough, but I do think we
was
win a
funny.
game against them. I
Thanks,
do.
Dean.
But yeah,
Gotta give
Trayvon Diggs and
credit.
Stephon Gilmore might be testing DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner.
No,
for
they
best
are.
corner duo
They
in
are the
league.
best corner duo. in
No,
the
they're all right. Relax.
Diggs and
They're not yet.
Gilmore.
They're definitely up there.
Gilmore wasn't great with the Colts.
Yes, he
Yes, he
was.
was.
Yes,
Right?
he was.
Yes, he was.
Well,
Yes, he
I'm
was.
wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
Very.
wrong. You're very wrong.
Good.
It's okay.
Cool.
Gilly Lock.
At least
dog
I
is-
yeah, that's fine.
Gilmore
I wasn't knowledgeable about the Colts last season.
Gilmore is still him,
Trunk
so it's
shoot.
okay.
Good.
Yeah.
How good
But
he was.
DJ Reed and Gardner have already
I'm also
proven
not as high on Diggs. I don't think he's a top 5 corner in the league.
it. No, people
No.
gas him up, but he doesn't need to be a top 5
No,
corner in the league.
I'm just playing. The Cowboys secondary isn't better than the Jets. I'm just goofing.
Your safeties do
Just
stuff.
pulling some strings.
It's
They're
tough.
not good.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
safeties
you know who has good safeties though? The Dolphins.
Dolphins.
The Commanders too, bro.
Yeah.
Cam Curl.
Cam Curl and Derek Forrest are very good safeties. I will say that
I want
much.
for every team in the NFC East to go undefeated.
No, the Commanders are really
I
good.
think for the Jets, it's addition by subtraction. You get
All
rid
right.
of LaMarcus Joyner, and we're automatically.
I think it's entirely possible that every team in the NFC East goes above 500.
I see that.
So who's the
Yeah.
next team?
I mean, I think we've all said over so far for every team. So
Yeah.
Next team?
it's kind of looking like
we
it.
have
I don't
one
think I've
team
said
left,
under once yet.
and it's the Philadelphia
Yeah.
Eagles.
Well, is someone going to go for the under for
Final
the fucking
team.
Eagles?
No, I'm definitely not, because it's 11.5, and I am smashing the over on that as well,
Uh-huh.
to be honest.
I agree.
I'm also
Agreed.
taking the over.
In my
I
personal
think they're winning
opinion,
14 games.
yeah, I thought the same thing. I think they go 14
Great
to
minds. Paris Campbell.
3.
I'm gonna take the over here, but I have them winning 12 games.
Okay.
I think some of the losses that they had on the defensive side of the ball are gonna be they're gonna show. They have a bunch of young guys to take on some of the reins, but I think it's gonna take some time. I think they'll still be great. The defense is still great. The offensive line is still great. You have Jalen Hurts, you have AJ Brown, all those good fellas, but it's the Cowboys' year, bro. It's the Cowboys' fucking year.
I'm sorry, bro. There is
Okay.
not a team in the league that can compete with a pass rush that has Brandon Graham, Jalen Carter, Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, Josh Sweat, Derek Barnett, Hassan Reddick, Nolan Smith. Yeah, no, not at all.
Nah.
Yeah, nah.
Except for the 49ers. There's not a team in the league that could compete with that. So yeah, no. That's this team is loaded. It's like not even fair.
Watching you recover from that is just funny.
The tongue.
It's so
Oh,
long, dude.
you're such a funny looking person.
All right, yeah. So that's That's the Eagles. Does anyone have anything else to say about the Eagles?
They're the best team in the league. It's that simple.
I mean, I don't think it's anything to not point out that they have a new offensive and defensive coordinator. It might take a few games to figure stuff out. That's the only thing.
That
I'll
is
say.
very true. Yeah, that's a
Like
good point.
once they get the ball rolling, that ball will be rolling.
Hey, they have Marcus.
Sick analysis. That was fire.
Thank you.
That was sick.
I mean, I think they'll be perfectly fine when you have Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and you only got better at running back with did I say DeAndre Swift or Devontae Smith?
Devontae Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you
so DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny, you added to the running back room with Kenneth Gainwell and Boston Scott, the Giant killer,
Two really
Let's go Kenneth
healthy,
Gainwell.
two really healthy
I
running
love
backs.
Kenneth
and
Gainwell.
arguably the best offensive line in football
Yeah, I mean, you drafted Jalen Carter.
and the best pass rush in football.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they'll be
It's
okay.
the Cowboys year.